We're going to break it all down right now for you. Joining me live from Washington, D.C. is Rick Klein, ABC's political director, was watching the speech alongside us here. How you doing, Rick? Happy Friday.
Yeah, forget day 100 of the campaign. This sounded like day 100 of the presidency. This was day 1 million of the campaign. It just is. It's endless. It feels to me like Donald Trump hasn't ended his campaign in 2016, and it's spilling right into 2020 and beyond.
There was a little bit of looking back. We had a little bit of the, hey, remember Election Day? How great was that? Remember how many Electoral College votes I got? There was, by the way, a big swipe that could be looking ahead, right? Tell me about that.
Yeah, I think stunning when you think about President Trump has announced that he's running for re-election, and he said that he may be running against, quote, Pocahontas. I think very clearly that's a reference to Senator Elizabeth Warren, who I'm sure appreciates the book club, but may not appreciate that particular reference. That, of course, is a reference to her purported Native American ancestry. So Donald Trump is still thinking about that. And I was struck by him saying a lot of people are never going to forget what happened in November 8th, 2016. That's because he's never going to stop talking about it. He is still 100 days in talking about that moment before a very energized crowd down in Atlanta.
So, down in Atlanta, he covered a lot of ground there. As you mentioned, we're coming up on 100 days. It's day 99. So for some of this, it was a little bit of Mr. Trump sort of talking about some of the accomplishments that they've reached over those first 100 days. What was he listing there, Rick? We got through a little bit there.
Well, the biggest one that he is proud of is Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch. That matters a lot for NRA members, for gun rights advocates, Second Amendment advocates, because he replaced one of the strongest advocates of the Second Amendment in Justice Antonin Scalia. Also in the regulation front, this is a better time to be a gun owner in America. If you're a Second Amendment believer, you are definitely happier under President Trump than you would have been under President Hillary Clinton. So I feel like that is a key part of understanding his appeal. He was endorsed very early by the NRA. And they took some flack from conservatives for going all in with him, even though he's got a checkered past on guns before he got into the race for the White House. So that, I feel like, is important to understanding his appeal, talking about the sportsmen's sons. They've been pictured out there hunting big game. Those are important images from people in that crowd today.
And let's talk about one of the other legislative wins he'd hoped to get in these first 100 days. It was health care, repealing and replacing the Affordable Care Act. We know that they were vote counting into late last night, but it's not going to happen for the president, is it?
Not anytime soon. And keep in mind what's going on here. They cannot get Republicans to agree. That is the bottom line on this. They never had a chance at Democrats. And as they move this bill to the more conservative direction,